As with all euphemisms, the title of Todd Haynes' new film sounds cute, almost quaint, while hiding a strange darkness underneath. May December is the gentle sobriquet often applied to romances where one partner is much older than the other. Think Sofia Vergara and Ed O'Neill in Modern Family. The bleak irony of applying it to a relationship that involves statutory rape and no small amount of psychological damage is the first stroke of brilliance in Haynes' latest masterpiece, but far from the last. Creepy and campy in equal measure, May December will certainly leave your head spinning. Hollywood movies are so full of childhood fantasies, even this year, with superheroes on the downswing. The box office has been dominated by Mario and Barbie, that it's a welcome relief when a film comes along with something meaningful to say about contemporary adult concerns. Even better when such a film actually depicts a violent collision between adult life and the sensibilities of childhood. But that's not all. May December's fictionalization of the real-life Mary Kay Letourneau story also riffs on true crime obsessions, age gap romances, and the blurred lines between journalism and performance in the age of social media. All things that feel very relevant to life on the internet in 2023. Julianne Moore stars as Gracie Atherton, a woman who, like the real-life Letourneau, spent years in jail after having sex with an underage boy. Also like Letourneau, Gracie resumed the relationship after being released from prison and has had several children with her now husband Charles Melton. The viewer arrives in their world alongside Elizabeth Berry, Natalie Portman, an actress who is set to play Gracie in an upcoming movie and wants to access the truth of what really happened, beyond the headlines. As such, Elizabeth often presents herself as a kind of journalist, seeking out interviews with other figures relevant to the story, such as Gracie's first husband, her criminal defense lawyer, and so on, while also spending lots of time with Gracie and Joe. The involvement of Portman's protagonist transforms May December from being the kind of rote true crime story that fills streaming service queues to a metafiction meditation about how media can warp people's perceptions of themselves and, therefore, their realities. It quickly becomes apparent that, despite the hate mail sometimes left on their doorstep, Gracie and Joe live in a secure bubble without ever thinking too much about how their relationship began and what that might mean for the nature of their lives. But the more questions Elizabeth asks, the closer their bubble comes to popping.